Because you got a lot of signing to do there, brother.
I think I hit some.
You'll need a pen.
Yeah, I think you did hit some of them already. But they're
Everything else
trying-
okay, John?
What's that?
You all good? Everything okay?
Yeah, trying to figure out what's going on with one of our cars.
Okay.
We're live online, so.
Okay.
I have a tired police car, so I had to go to a specialist.
Okay. Sorry for a little delay, everybody. We'll begin the meeting right now. Okay. So I would like to call to order the Village of Greenwood Lake Village Board meeting for Wednesday, October 15th. And please rise and say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We have no public hearing, and we will go into roll call of board members.
Mayor Howley,
Present.
Trustee Cellier,
Present.
Trustee Trezino,
Present.
Attorney Toll.
Present.
We have Trustees Hilary and Beth.
Beth are out.
Okay.
And also Clerk Holder is not with us, so Treasurer Holly Brown will be presiding tonight, so thank you for that. Okay, some announcements. First thing, Project Children's 50th anniversary. I was very fortunate to be able to travel over to Ireland last week, representing the village at the 50th anniversary gala for Project Children. Most of us do know and realize Project Children was started in the village of Greenwood Lake in 1975 by Dennis Pat Mulcahy, his brother Tom Mulcahy. They got together and started an organization that brought young children over from Northern Ireland and gave them a 6-week respite from the fighting that was going on over there. It's been a program that's existed for 50 years, obviously, and they dedicated a museum in its honor at the campus, Peace Campus over in the town of Monaghan. Everything went well. They had some great events that were very well attended by, there were about 300 in the American delegation and about 300 in the Irish delegation. So everything went well. It was run extremely well, and I had the opportunity to meet my counterparts over in Ireland and many, many good people. So it was an honor to represent the village, and thank you to Dennis, the entire Mulcahy family for everything they've done for this program. Truly remarkable. We do have correspondence that's in our packets regarding a few things I'll touch base on a little later. Is a Chamber of Commerce fall mixer and then a local laugh at Lake Giggles that I will speak about later. Visiting elected officials, Floyd D'Angelo, Town Councilman. You good? Thank you, Floyd. We'll go right into reports of boards and department heads. Greenwood Lake Parks, Brendan Colasar.
Good evening, everybody.
Hey,
Good evening.
So, on top of our average month-to-month garbage, watering, mowing, we switched out the decorations to the fall stuff. Thank you, Thais, for assisting in decorating. We started with fall cleanups. We took in the swim platform, the swim ropes, and the picnic tables at the dock. Thank you to the PD dive team for the assistance on that. We installed the new scoreboard donated by the Lions Club. We're working on the water plant office. We're doing new insulation and a new ceiling in there, fixing some water damage. We loaded and wrapped 14 pallets from the electronics recycling day. Assist with setting up for the Halloween festival, tables, garbage cans, light towers, and we also removed a large wasp nest in the soccer field. And that's all I have.
That was a very large wasp
It was
nest,
very
I
large.
understand.
One of the largest I've ever seen.
Thanks. Thank you for that, Brendan.
All I got.
DPW, Bill.
Good evening. Had a busy month, among other things, we did a lot of the grinding and paving, did a lot of work on the Bennett Field, and that's it.
Which the early reports are that you did a great job over there. The people are saying, yeah, it's much better, a
We
little
leveled it
different.
out, we
Yep.
put a load of infield mix on it,
Okay.
with new bases.
I got positive feedback from the locals, so, thank you, Bill.
And then we'll be starting to get our Sanders and
Yeah,
Paws ready
yeah,
pretty soon. So
Yep,
Here
yep.
we go.
Let's give it a couple more weeks, no, but get them ready.
We still have to get them ready.
Sure,
We
sure.
still have to get them ready, and if we need parts, it's,
Yeah, right, okay.
that's it.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
Thank you.
Police, Chief Adam Iron.
Good evening, everyone. How we doing? Should I hold this towards me?
I guess you could, yeah. Yeah, maybe do that, yeah. That could be the reason.
I think I can be heard, but. This month's report will look a little different than usual. It will not include our regular statistical data as we transition to our new records management system niche. At the moment, we do not have access to the reporting features from our previous system. Our IT staff is actively working to restore access so that we can provide a complete statistical update in the next monthly report. On October 1st, we implemented the niche records management system, which modernizes how we report and case data are processed. The upgrade significantly improves efficiency, accuracy, and overall record keeping within the department. The New York State DCJS accreditation midterm on-site compliance check is scheduled for October 22nd, making the halfway point in our 5-year accreditation cycle. The next full accreditation review will take place in approximately 2.5 years when the next renewal process begins. The annual DCJS corrections on-site compliance check will follow on October 27th. This inspection focuses on our holding areas, operational procedures, and related policies, ensuring continued compliance with all state standards. Through the $400,000 DCJS equipment grant, we have added 2 new vehicles to the fleet and plan to purchase 3 more by September 2027, when the grant expires. We believe it's important to maintain a diverse fleet with a mix of vehicle manufacturers. As you can see, we have got 2 Chevy Tahoes. This allows us to evaluate long-term reliability, maintenance costs, and suitability for different operational needs, from routine patrol to rescue and recovery operations. The department is also preparing to reapply for the DCJS equipment grant, and a second round of the law enforcement technology grant was recently announced by DCJS with more specific application parameters than last. Our annual Halloween Festival and Terror Trail will be held on this Saturday, October 18th, beginning at 3 p.m. Residents should expect increased pedestrian and vehicle traffic throughout the business district and are reminded to drive carefully and stay alert for children and families while enjoying the festivities. As always, we want to thank all of you guys and the residents in the community for their continued support of our police department. And that is the end of my report.
Any questions?
Any questions?
Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna go right into trustee reports. I will read bits and pieces of trustee Polari's report. These are basically community updates. The Greenwood Lake Senior Center continues to provide essential wellness, nutrition, and social programs for our seniors. They have a weekly lunch on Wednesdays from the Office of the Aging, and a monthly community lunch hosted by the Elks Lodge. Regular activities such as bingo, Zumba, wellness session, and technology help classes remain popular and well attended. On October 10th, the Greenwood Lake Fire Department hosted a luncheon and fire prevention discussion, which was greatly appreciated by all. We thank the fire department, for its ongoing dedication and service to our senior community. Transportation options, don't forget there's a dial-a-bus that runs throughout Warwick, and Go Grandparent. It's a free ride service for Orange County residents age 60 and over that's funded by the state. Seniors can book rides to medical appointments, family visits, community events, and voting sites. To register, you call the Orange County Office of the Aging at 845-615-3710. Greenwood Lake Public Library. The library continues to be an active community hub offering diverse education and cultural programming. Residents are encouraged to subscribe to the digital newsletter to stay informed about upcoming events or request printed copies by mail or in person. October highlights, October 18th is a homegrown string band from 1 to 2. Registration is required. October 23rd, Figure It Out, Mastering the Art of Growing Fig Trees. October 25th is Halloween Magic Show, and October 26th is the Bob Wild Quartet. The next library board meeting will take place on Tuesday, October 21st at 7 p.m. at the library. Chamber of Commerce has been very busy this month. They're currently, it's the second week of Restaurant Week. It ends on the 17th. It's drawn enthusiastic participation from residents and visitors. Our local restaurants, cafes, and eateries have outdone themselves with creative menus, seasonal specialties, and exceptional service that showcase the very best of Greenwood Lake. We strongly encourage residents to treat themselves to these outstanding dining experiences and to support our local businesses who so generously give back to the community, and it helps enrich our village. These establishments give back through sponsorships, donations, and volunteerism. This is our chance to return that support and celebrate their dedication. There's also a community Chamber Fun Fall Mixer, which will be October 22nd at the Greenwood Lake Tap House. Great opportunity for networking and community connections. And if you're not a member, there is a nominal fee, but everybody is welcome to attend this. And on November 8th at the Greenwood Lake American Legion, it will be an evening of fun and laughter for a comedy night in support of local business initiatives. Greenwood Lake Union Free School District, some upcoming events. Right now, they're on last week they were on a trip to Ashokan. Progress reports are going home on the 20th. Pink Out Day is the 24th. Red Ribbon Week is the 27th to the 31st. And high school choice visits for those 8th graders will be November 10th for Chester and November 12th for Warwick. This concludes Trustee Polari's report at this time. Trustee Cellier, your report.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening.
And please speak about your
My matters.
suicide thing.
Thank you. We'll do that at the end. Good evening. My report is for the activity in the month of September initially. The building, and I'll start with the building department. So the building department collected just under $12,000 in fees. That was actually up 12.1% from August. 88% of those fees were attributed to building permits and inspection fees. New permit activity, there were 29 in the month of September. That's actually up 61% from the previous month. So it's getting busier in the building department. And the construction costs sort of associated with those permits was $755,000, which is 250% above where August was. So not only more projects, but projects with greater value, with greater work. Building permits they closed out was 14. That's down 26% from August. There are no complaints and no village code violations issued in the month of September. The ZBA and Planning Board met in the month of September. A new application for Section 306, Block 13, Lot 29, a proposal for construction of a gas station with 2 fuel dispensers, accessory canopy, and associated improvements. The current site uses includes a convenience store and strip mall type business. It's zoned for highway commercial. The application that was presented that evening was deemed incomplete at this time. Applicant was instructed to return to the ZBA once the DEC DOT feedback was received and revised engineering plans are available. There's no public comment at this meeting. They not open the public comment we're not required to do without a complete application. So that is a big project, a big proposed project. So I'll continue to track that and let the public, keep the public informed on its progress. Tentative dates for the ZBA meeting in the month of October. There is one tonight, and if they need a second one, that would be October 28th. The Comprehensive Plan Committee is scheduled to meet on Monday, October 20th, to continue the work on the visioning statement. That's the step where we're at, the phase, if you will, and that will be followed by defining topics, goals, and then recommendations. At Monday's meeting, we'll be planning for a workshop later in the year, or pretty much at the end, so that workshop date will most likely be in November, where we will invite the public in to drill down on the key themes that came out of the work of our subcommittees over the summer and the feedback we received on the public survey. The survey remains open with a November target date to close the public survey out. It's accessible on the village website. There's still some flyers around the village where there's a QR code which will take you to the survey. As a reminder, it is 22 questions, should take you about 10 minutes. That includes demographic type questions, questions about your current view and future vision of the village as both a resident and also a business owner, and they're open-ended questions about what you love and what you think the challenges are with the village. Around the village, as the mayor alluded to. So Mind Matters is hosting a mental health and depression awareness event on Sunday, October 26th from 11 to 3 p.m. at the Ben Winstanley Park, aka CVS Field. The event is a collaborative effort spearheaded by Warwick Valley High School senior Ina Cellier in collaboration with Warwick Cares mental health initiatives and with the support of Greenwood Lake, Town of Warwick, and the Warwick Prevention Coalition. The family-friendly event will feature wellness organizations, civic groups, food vendors, music, performers, and various activities, featuring speakers and resources where you can learn about mental health services and support available in our community. Through the event Mind Matters, the aim is to help people recognize that therapy is not a one-size-fits-all, and that there are a variety of ways to tackle mental health, as well as how connection with others, the feeling of not being alone, truly helps individuals realize that there's a better path for them. That path being their own individual journey, which is a quote from the organizer, Ina Cellier. Again, October 26th, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Ben Winstanley Park Field. Mind Matters Mental Health and Depression Awareness Fair. That ends my report. Thank you.
Thank you. Chad did mention the name twice, but he kind of glossed over it. He's the proud dad. It's being spearheaded by his daughter, who's a senior in high school.
Senior at Warwick.
She's a senior at Warwick High School, and she approached the village and the town with this thing, and it's obviously a great thing for anybody to do. But he's such a young person, taking the bull by the horn, so to speak, and realizing that mental health and suicide awareness is an integral part of everything we should be thinking about. So, thank you, daughter, on our behalf, and we're looking forward to seeing her that day. Okay, Trustee Trezino, your report.
Good evening, everybody. So the numbers for the emergency services, the Greenwood Lake Ambulance Corps and the fire department are not yet finalized for this month, so I will be reporting on them the next meeting. For public safety, first I want to thank Chief Iron for covering everything that needs to be covered on Halloween safety and all the related events. The Greenwood Lake Police Department and the fire department and EMS will all be at the Halloween Festival in Terra Trail coming up this weekend. I believe we're just closing our fire ban unless they change the date, right?
As of today, I think it was the 15th.
It's done, right?
Yeah, today's the last day.
Yeah. So Everyone, please use good judgment, though. It is still dry outside, and if it's windy, we don't want a repeat of last year. That being said, hikers and hunters, we get a lot of them going up into the woods this time of the year. It's beautiful out there. So there are some considerations everyone needs to be aware of. We spent quite a bit of time with the New York State Forest Rangers last year, and we still have open communication with them. So one of the interesting and important points that they brought up is that the fires from last year compromised many trees and the ground itself in some places. Meaning, if you're up there hiking and the ground was compromised because there was underground burning happening that could be unstable, it could become a danger to you. Also, there could be branches and trees themselves that are compromised from the fires up there. So everyone has to use good common sense, make sure that you're aware, be vigilant, and make sure that you're letting people know, where you are and when you're expecting to come home. All right? That's it for today.
Thank you, Trustee Trezino. Attorney, we're good? Clerk Brown.
Water bills are due by October 24th without penalty, and tax bills not paid by 10/31 will be re-levied onto town and county bills. That's it. Call us if you need anything.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, some old business, deviating a little bit from the agenda, the skate park pump track that is gonna eventually be at the Win Stanley Park. We're tightening up, I believe, the last bits of required paperwork. We should be going out to request for proposals, which is a bid, very soon. And the process is finally coming to fruition where we're gonna be able to go out and bid on this thing. I would anticipate, if everything goes according to plan, that early spring would be some start time to actually start building it. So it's taken a while, but it's not forgotten. Behind the scenes, there's been a lot of work done, a lot of moving parts into something like this. But everything seems to be taking hold as we speak. Paving, if you notice, we did a lot of paving the last week or two. I'd like to thank Warwick DPW Commissioner Ben Astorino, who kind of coordinated the entire effort for us on our behalf. I think they did a lovely job. I've surveyed every road, and I think it looks great. I'm sure the residents are happy. We have not received hardly any complaints to the contrary. A little thing here or there about a missed spot, but nothing like I thought potentially could happen. The company is very reputable. They work together with us in our timeline, and they did a wonderful job. Now we have to get certain roads a little striping and double yellow lines, and we can put the paving to bed for this year. If there are any issues at homeowners' houses, they can always call Village Hall, and we'll follow up and see what we can do to help them. Leaf and brush drop-off. Obviously, leaves will continue to get picked up on Thursdays. We will keep the DPW facility by Lions Field open on Saturdays from 9 a.m. till noon for the foreseeable through November into early December, depending on weather and how the leaves fall. So if you are inclined to put them in the back of a pickup truck, village residents only and no commercials, 9 a.m. to noon on Saturdays. As we said earlier, Restaurant Week winds down on the 17th. You have a couple of days left to get out. I was away last week, but I understand it was a success. People were giving great reviews to all the restaurants for their prefixed dinners and their pricing. So hopefully this is something that will happen annually. That's it on new, old business, actually. Brendan did say earlier, everything from the beach has been removed as far as the, dock and the ropes, so the beach is as winterized as we can get it. We're in the process of preparing a swim grant. We have an opportunity to submit a proposal for, it's a swim grant from New York State. Basically, we're gonna try to use it for improvements to the beach. That's our swim area. For some capital projects down there, stuff in the building, pavers. We wanna make the area more handicap accessible than what it is right now. So right now, we're in the process of putting this whole bid package together to get to the state, and we'll see if we get lucky and get a grant to make improvements down there. Lions, I would like to, Nancy and Jimmy here, I'd like to thank the Lions for their wonderful donation for the sign at, is that Francis Field, I think it is, that we're at? The smaller field down by Lions Field. It looks lovely. Thank the village crew, Brendan and his team, for getting the installation done. So these little improvements, they'll go a long way as we do more and more. So thank you to the Greenwood Lake Lions. Okay, some events. The zoning board met last night, and they have one more tentative meeting this month on the 28th. They'll also be meeting on the 11th and 25th if necessary. Farmers Market will continue Saturday mornings through October 25th from 9 a.m. to 1 o'clock. They will also be opening up on the Saturday prior to Thanksgiving for a one-day special appearance for those who would like to get some locally grown fresh fruits and vegetables for your Thanksgiving dinner. Greenwood Lake Restaurant Week we spoke about. Halloween Festival, Chief Iron spoke about. That's the 18th. It's going to be throughout the village from 3 p.m. till 10. That includes a parade, trick-or-treating to the commercial establishments, the terror trail that the Boy Scouts run so a great job of running. So that'll be on this Saturday, the 18th. Mind Matters, Chad spoke about. That'll be on the 26th, 11 to 3. And don't forget, the chief didn't want to bring up the bad part of Halloween. He didn't want to tell you about a curfew that he enacted. Anyway, the curfew will be on the 30th and the 31st in Greenwood Lake, starting at 8 p.m. So, Local Laugh is going to be, it's presented by the Greenwood Lake Chamber of Commerce, Saturday, November 8th, 6:30 to 11, located at the American Legion Post on Mountain Lakes Lane. Sounds like a good time. Anyway, I would like to open up to the floor for any items. Jim Clifford. Oh yeah, please, I'd like it, because your wife says she can't hear you. She'll hear you tonight, but she wouldn't hear you if she was home, so.
Whether she wants to or not.
Okay.
Good morning, good afternoon. It's really just a suggestion. As we've had several meetings with the Lions, and we're talking about doing a project at Centennial Park, and there seems to be a misconception that you have to have a pass to use the park. And I just wanted to make sure I'm not, giving the wrong impression to people. I'm telling people it's only when there's a swimming event or the beach is open that you actually need a pass. The rest of the time, from October through May, you can just use the park for normal. You don't need a pass, right?
That's absolutely correct. The park is open to residents, non-residents, anybody.
Okay.
Okay. When this swimming season is in full blown, and you're going to come down there, and with no intention to swim, you want to come down and just sit there and have a cup of coffee, you are still allowed to use it. We don't turn people away, even during the summer swimming months.
Right.
So if you're gonna come down and have a sandwich for lunch, you go to the gate, you say, hi, I'm not swimming, I'm just gonna like to sit over by the water and have a sandwich.
Right,
We allow that all the time.
okay.
So the only people who need a pass are those who are gonna come and habitat the beach
Use the beach.
and swim. Other than that, it's open.
All right, I just
You know,
wanted to
and
kind of like get it out there.
and all concerts are open to the public.
Right, yep.
The Fourth of July
absolutely.
ceremony
Right.
and fireworks is open to the public.
Okay,
No-
so my suggestion is maybe on the website, the village website, it might sort of clarify that a little bit. for people.
We'll take a look.
Okay,
Appreciate the input.
and just on another note, the Cub Scouts are gonna be selling hot chocolate at the Terra Trail.
Okay,
Just wanted to mention that.
you got it. Thank you, Jim.
Thank you.
Anybody else out there on the floor? Okay. Hearing nothing, we'll go right into two resolutions that we have. Okay. So Resolution 30 of 2025-2026. It's a resolution setting the date and location for 2026 village elections. Be it resolved that the Village Board of Village Greenwood Lake hereby authorize that the village elections shall be held on Wednesday, March 18th, at the Greenwood Lake Senior Citizen Center located at 132 Windermere Avenue between the hours of noon and 9. Just want to make a notation, it is a Wednesday. I didn't make this rule up, but St. Patrick's Day is on the date on Tuesday, which it would normally be on. So the county elections commission decided to not have it on St. Patrick's Day. They have it on Wednesday this year instead. Okay, do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Aye. Okay. Okey-dokey. Resolution number 31. This is regarding the pump track, so I'm gonna read it real quick. This resolution is regarding the secret actions for the pump track project within Winstanley Park. Whereas the Village of Greenwood Lake is proposing the development and construction of a skate bowl and pump track recreation facility located at 133 Windermere Avenue. Whereas pursuant to the State Environmental Quality Review Act, SEQRA, the village must determine the environmental significance of the proposed action before undertaking funding or approving such action. Whereas the proposed action has been reviewed in accordance with the criteria and procedures of SEQRA, the Village Board of Trustees have determined that the proposed action constitutes the unlisted action under SEQRA. Whereas the town of Warwick, which owns the land, has consented to the village acting as the lead agency pursuant to an intermunicipal agreement between the village and the town. No other involved agencies have been identified. The village mayor and any officer, employee, consultant of the village, as directed by the village mayor, is hereby authorized to take any and all necessary to carry the provisions of this resolution. So we're ready to move forward with this. Do I have
I'll make the motion. I'll make the motion.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
aye?
Aye.
So on, just adding on to that, we're ready now to go out to bid, like I alluded to earlier. So, we should start seeing some positive action. I know it's been a long time, but, we're moving forward. Okay, I would like to have a motion to approve to pay all audited bills.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in
Aye.
favor?
Aye. Have a motion to accept the minutes of the September 24th Village Board meeting.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
There are no budget amendments. We are not going into executive session. I will now like to hear a motion for an adjournment with our next regularly scheduled meeting will be on November 19th at 6 o'clock, right in this building.
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Wonderful.
Thank you all. A little short tonight, but sometimes that's good. Thank you all. Have a good evening.